Hello and welcome. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to sit here with us. We're excited to showcase an exciting demo of how LLMs have been integrated into the contact center. I'm Chris Theriault. I'm a senior director at Online Business Systems and been working in contact center technology for about 20 years. And with me today is my good friend, Dave Barentsen. Dave, can you introduce yourself?
Thanks, Chris. David Barentsen. I'm a principal consultant within the customer experience practice at Online Business Systems. Contact center for about 30 years now in a variety of roles from solution architect to program manager to privacy officer. And now I'm doing some very exciting work at Online with both traditional NLU based IVA systems as well as AI, or as we often say, large language model LLM enabled IVA systems in the contact centers.
Perfect. So we're in good hands today. Um, so David, maybe we can just talk a bit about how LLMs have quickly evolved and kind of introduced themselves as a helpful tool for customer service and customer experience.
I think about LLMs as kind of like the space program. When it was first getting off the ground, there was a lot of stuff going on in the background that people didn't know about. And then all of a sudden it became public knowledge and things took off really quickly. And we're in that exciting place right now where we're seeing, hey, we've done the first landing on the moon. The first LLMs have become available to people to consume. And we're seeing all kinds of neat things happening because of that. And then just as we saw after Apollo 11, there were tons and tons of further missions, each one doing more and more exciting things. Now we're on Mars. I look at that example and I say, that's exactly where we're at right now. We're starting to do some of these really exciting missions with large language models, translations from one language to another, summarizing, generating code, having AIs talk to each other. All these neat things are happening and they're just rocketing ahead. Where it took decades for us to see the first large language model, LLM system, well, now we're seeing new improved releases of those systems, quarterly, in some cases monthly, constantly, broader and more profound training based on the billions of documents available in the internet. And certainly they have the ability now to fine tune these models with customized document sets. So you think about an insurance company and all the policy documentation, the corporate information, previous transcripts of people's phone calls and things like that, can all be used to train a large language model to perform better.
Very cool. Yeah, very exciting time for sure. For sure. I understand we have an interesting demo to show everyone. Maybe we can set that up.
We absolutely do. If you think about the current contact center environment, you've really got three channels. You've got the voice channel, chat, and you've got email. Now, chat, you can kind of subgroup it into social media, traditional chat, maybe SMS or MMS. I tend to lump it all in the same, so that we have these three buckets. The demo that we've got here today is going to touch on two of those channels. First of all, I'm going to show you what it's like using an LLM-enabled IVA, Interactive Virtual Assistant, right, for the voice side of things. We're going to go through and we're going to ask about some insurance policy questions. We're going to do a claim, then we're going to talk to an agent. After that, I'll show you how the solution comparably handles an email that we send in. So to begin with, I'm going to make a call into the IVA.
Hello, and thank you for calling the Benefits Contact Center. How can I help you today?
Yeah, hello. I would like to find out if my child is covered for braces, please.
Z Corp offers an orthodontics benefit of $400 per year per person covered. This benefit is available under option 3 of the health plan.
Excellent. Could you help me file a claim, please?
Sure, I'm here to help. What is the claim type?
It's a dental claim.
Great. The claim type is dental. Who is the patient?
It's for Henry. No. Sorry. It's not for Henry, it's for Jane.
Got it. The patient is Jane. What is the provider's name?
Skymark Dental Center.
The provider's name is Skymark Dental. What is the date of service?
She went on June 23rd, 2023.
The date of service is June 23rd, 2023. What type of service was provided?
She got a cleaning and 3 fillings.
The type of service provided is cleaning and 3 fillings. What was the cost of the service?
$200.
The cost of the service is $200. Here is a summary of the claim. Claim type, dental. Patient name, Jane. Provider name, Mark Dental. Date of service, June 23rd, 2023. Service provided, cleaning and 3 fillings. Cost of service, $200.
That's perfect. Could I talk to an agent about that claim, please?
Please give me a moment while I find someone to help you.
Okay. So I'm sharing my screen now to give you a little bit of insight into some of the exciting things that we're doing here. So you heard me go through a policy question, is my child covered for braces? And then I answered some questions to help me through a claim process. Then I asked to talk to an agent. So you can see here that we've got information about the call, what campaign I called, that it's an inbound campaign. The IVA was listening, more correctly, the AI was listening, and due to the words that I used, figured out that I'm feeling neutral, not overly happy or positive, not overly negative or dissatisfied, but neutral. I'm trying to file a claim. Okay, what led me here was a request to talk to an agent, and we have a summary of that, which is about the same thing in this case. So these are really exciting things to be doing. In a typical contact center, you don't have the ability to do this so readily. There are tools that have tried to do sentiment analysis with greater or lower capability, right? But now this is doing it in pretty much real time and with a degree of accuracy that we haven't seen before. Now, it's worthy to note that there are some large language models that analyze sentiment better than others, and we can talk a little bit more about that, right? But there's some exciting things happened here. Sentiment, classification of the issue, and summarization. And then when the call landed, we can see the claim that I just filled out by speaking to the IVA. All the information's here. You can see that it's been logged. This is obviously a placeholder for a CRM system. Very, very exciting to be able to have all of this information appear all at the same time.
And assuming the same might be true for kind of an email experience, leveraging an LLM.
You're reading my mind. What I've got done, I'm going to disposition my call here, pardon me. And now I've got an email teed up. What we're going to do is just email in. And I've put on a little bit of a different persona for the purposes of this. Okay, I've sent an email in, and here in my 5.9 agent desktop, I'm going to go over to email, and we're going to see that, in a couple of moments, an email is going to appear. Then I can pick it up just like any other email. There we go. Okay, so I refresh my queue. I can see a preview of the email. And what I can do here is I can click on the little lock icon to take ownership of it. Now what happens? Okay, well, we can see here I've written this email differently. I said, sup, y'all, need some info on my benefits. Got the spelling mistake, crocked teeth, and needs to fix them. Do I get coverage? So the LLM has digested this and understood it. And we've actually got a summary here. Need info on my benefits. Do I get coverage for crooked teeth? It even did the spelling correction. Again, we figured out sentiment. We figured out somebody's talking about an eligibility question, came in by email, so there's no phone number or anything. And then we've got the entire transcript, including the footer of the email that was included. So imagine now that somebody sent in a paragraph or two, as I've often seen in chat channels. So believe it or not, some people will actually type up several paragraphs into a chat widget and then expect the bot to understand it. We're able to distill all the key points and provide them in a summary so that an agent can actually digest it more quickly, understand what the customer needs. You saw the very simple spelling correction here, right? Well, that's rather powerful because some people, especially in the chat channel, are not paying attention to their spelling. Let's say that.
Right.
Okay. Now, another extension of this is translation. LLMs are extremely good at translation, right? We have the ability now to say, hey, do I have an English-speaking agent available? If not, well, we could present the English and a French equivalent, for example, to an agent so that a French agent could respond to the email. And we could respond with English text.
I see, we see how the LLM kind of consumed a more colloquial or I say poor English, for lack of a better term, with ease. Are there other advantages that LLMs kind of introduce today over NLUs that might be out there, like Dialogflow or Lex?
So there's lots. There's lots. The two that are nearest and dearest to my heart are this. With a traditional NLU system, and many people who are watching this are going to know the amount of work that's involved in what I'm talking about, you have to be paying attention to what customers are saying to you. It's not a fire and forget type of system. People will always say new things that you didn't expect, and you'll want to be tuning your LLM, either by adding intents, adding training phrases, maybe adding a whole language, okay? The beauty of an LLM, a large language model, is the language is built in, right? And it's not just English, it's street speak, it's cowboy speak. It can be, various flavors of English or French or German, etc. The LLM will just understand it. That's thing number one. There's no tuning of the training phrases, no listening, because those words, the understanding of the words in the context is built in. If we want to classify or summarize, it becomes a very easy thing. Now, the second thing, aside from the ubiquity of the language recognition, not having to do that tuning, right, is obviously you're giving people the power to speak however they feel comfortable. So this is truly a gold standard for customer interaction, whether it's email, whether it's voice, as you heard, similarly with chat, it will work the exact same way. People have the ability to speak how they want. They feel comfortable. They feel acknowledged. They feel understood.
Right. It's been known that people respond more positively if they're comfortable and engaging on a level that they're comfortable with or expecting, right? So
absolutely. Now, one other thing I want to add is in an omni-channel contact center, typical best practice is you have one agent, as it were, for voice, one agent for chat. You tune them separately because people express themselves differently, voice versus chat. Okay. We're using one LLM here, one large language model, to service all the channels ubiquitously. We don't have to tune even that, right? We let it do the understanding of what somebody's coming to us for, and then we respond, regardless of channel, regardless of flavor of language. It's very exciting.
Agreed. It's super exciting stuff and quite powerful. Well, thanks, Dave. Thanks for the demo, and thank you everybody for taking time out of your busy day to hang with us and observe our showcase demo. If you're interested in anything you saw here today about what online may be doing with large language model integration to contact center, please feel free to contact the address on your screen, and we'd love to sit down and chat with you. Thank you again. Thanks, David.
Thank you, folks. Thanks, Chris.